Hello everyone, here is a question from quantum physics. Some energy levels of a molecule are shown in the figure with their wavelengths of transitions, and then we need to find out the correct relationship. We know that E equal to h nu, nu equal to c by lambda, and this means that energy is inversely proportional to wavelength. There are 4 energy levels are there and 3 different transitions are given. Let us first find out the energy values of these different transitions. So, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So, lambda 3, and that corresponds to, let us say, delta E3, and this means that minus 2E minus 4E, minus becomes plus, so this will be 2E, and then lambda 2 delta E2 minus 2E minus 3E. So, this will become simply E, and then lambda 1, that is delta E1 minus 5E by 2 minus of minus 4E. So, let us take 2 as a common factor. So, in that case 5E plus 8E divided by 2. So, that will be 3E by 2. Now, this means that delta E3 is greater than delta E1, which is greater than delta E2. This doesn't mean lambda 3 greater than lambda 1 greater than lambda 2. Remember, energy is inversely proportional to wavelength, and therefore, in terms of wavelength, what this means is that lambda 2 greater than lambda 1 greater than lambda 3. That is the correct relationship here. So, let us look at the different relationships that are given in the options. Lambda 3 greater than lambda 2, that is given in 1. Is that correct? No. Lambda 1 greater than lambda 2 in option 3. Is that correct? No. In option 2, lambda 3 greater than lambda 2. Is that correct? No. In option 4, lambda 2 greater than lambda 1. Is that correct? Yes. Is lambda 2 greater than, is lambda 2 equal to 2 lambda 3? That we can check. So, lambda 1 divided by lambda 2 will be equal to delta E2 divided by delta E1, because energy is inversely proportional to wavelength. So, what is the value of delta E2 we got? Delta E2 we got is just simply E, and then the delta E1 value that we got is 3E by 2, E cancels. So, what we have here is 2 by 3, and when it comes to lambda 2 divided by lambda 3, this will be delta E3 divided by delta E2, and this means that delta E3 is 2E, delta E2 is simply E. So, E cancels. So, lambda 2 is indeed 2 times lambda 3, and this means that option 4 is correct.